Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. For any of my new subscribers, welcome. My name is Christine, and this is the Budgeting Baker. So here, it's kind of a mishmash of things, to be honest with you. Yes, I am on a budgeting journey. I've been on this for 4 years now, going on 4 years. 2021, I think, is when I started. So going on almost 5 years using the cash envelope method. And I don't think I could really see not doing this anymore, to be completely honest with you. It has given me so much focus in where my money is going to. It's relieved a lot of the stress that I was feeling for most of my life, most of my adult life anyway. So I enjoy doing it. I've kind of got a pretty good system down, trying to make sure that we take what income we have and we spread it out and see how we're going to make it work. So anyway, and then on the flip side to that, when I am not budgeting, I am doing decorative planning, which is kind of the side hobby, just to kind of, fill in some videos when I need it. And we, along with my budgeting journey, my husband and I are also on the road to retirement. And I will be putting out a video probably in the next couple of days or so. I may just film it right after this, of some of our retirement numbers and what we're looking at come retirement time. We do have roughly 8 years, but 8 years is going to go by very, very quickly, and we just want to make sure that we're as prepared as we possibly can be. Is anybody really prepared for retirement? Because you never know what life's going to throw at you. But you do the best you can with what you have, and you kind of guess the best way you can and plan the best way you can, and you just, wait and see what that journey and that road looks like. So anyway, in today's video, I do get paid this coming Thursday. Today is Monday. I just had got home from work a little bit ago. I'm waiting for my husband to come home in a couple hours. And I thought I would just take a couple minutes today, like I do anytime. I do have my pay week, and sit there and try to go through my binders. What money am I going to allocate to what sinking funds and all that type of fun stuff. So if anybody has gone back and watched any of my older videos, and for my veteran subscribers here, anybody that's been around for a while, you can kind of plug your ears, because I've said this before. But anyway, quite a few months ago, probably at the very, very beginning of this year, I shifted a lot of my not a lot. I have shifted some more of my income into my 401k. So any of my previous videos, I was stuffing quite a lot of money. And I had a wake-up call and a wake-up moment. And I said, you know what? I need to kind of cut back on some of my amounts that I was putting into my sinking funds, and divert that money to my 401k. And that's what I have been doing. So it brings a little bit of peace of mind to me. That's not to say that I don't pay for Christmas, or I don't celebrate holidays, or anything is really suffering. Nothing is really suffering. What I did do was I went through my goal amounts, or the budgeted amounts that I had for each sinking fund, and where I could bring that down, I did. One of the very good examples is Christmas. So for my husband, for my daughter and her husband, and for my youngest daughter, I was budgeting like $250 a person. I think I took that down to like 175 or even 150. So that money I redirected into, into my 401k. Where I could cut back, I did cut back. Now, there are certain things that it is what it is. Car maintenance, it is what it is. There's no way you can haggle with the amount of the dollar amount of an oil change. So where I could cut back, I did. And people are just going to have to really understand that, in the next 5 to 8 years, we're going to be on a fixed income. And that kind of takes priority right now, just because, I don't want to be working over the age of 65. I've worked retail for 25 years. I do not want to do this anymore. So anyway, okay, so what color do we feel like today? I don't know. What color do we feel today? Let's feel green. I don't know why. I just feel like it's green. Okay. So this is going to be I think it is 6/5, right? Yes, Thursday 6/5 is is when my check will be available. So what I'm going to do is I go through this cash envelope breakdown, and there are a couple of bills that I do pay in cash. I will put those down. But what I do is I take out $200 per paycheck and I put them into my sinking funds. Now, that does not include water, trash, prescriptions. Those I consider bills, but those are bills that I pay for in cash. It also does not include groceries, gas, spending, and my little crap money that I have, a little $10 in my wallet. It doesn't include any of my wallet. So this is just strictly anything above and beyond that. So groceries is $300. Now I get paid every 2 weeks. So what I do is I take out $300. And so it will equal out to $150 a week. I did up my grocery budget here a little bit. My husband and I do take our lunch to work every single day. So the $150 a week pays for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 of us. So I don't think it's terrible. I do meal plan. I meal plan almost like down to every single ingredient. And hold on one second. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is my weekly meal planner. I think I got this off of Canva, and I really, really like it because now I just do dinner. Breakfast, we usually just do coffee and a piece of fruit or anything like this. So this is really just dinner. And usually lunch is either a salad or he usually just brings a sandwich or something like that. So my main concern is dinner. For the both of us. And then of course on my shopping list, it's any, household products or anything like that I need. So one thing I really like about this is that I can meal prep on this side, and then this side is my shopping list. And I follow this, and it really seems to be working well for me. I can really now also understand, again, for new subscribers, that $150 also includes anything that has to do with paper products, anything that has to do with health and beauty aids, detergent, literally everything. So I don't think I'm that far off for 2 people for $150. And it literally it takes care of everything that we need. So, but I'm very, very specific about what I buy and where I buy it from. I do work in a grocery store, but the grocery store that I work at is on the pricier side. So I kind of split it. Usually when they have sales, I get a really, really good deal on sales. So I watch their sales, and then, believe it or not, most of the time I'm shopping at Walmart, only because Walmart is just they're the cheaper brand, or they're the cheaper store. And you know, I love where I work. I love the store, but they can be anywhere between $1 to $2 more than Walmart. And when you're on a very, very strict budget like me and my husband, that can really make a big difference in your budget. So anyway, if anybody, I like I said, I think I got this on Canva. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it up on my Patreon page. I want to start adding things to that. So I'm going to be doing a video about my Patreon page. But just if anybody wants a copy of this, just keep a lookout. And like I said, I'll go over a little bit more about Patreon in another video. So anyway, so it's I take out $300 from my check, again, $150 a week. Gas is, so I'm going to put 300 here. Gas is 100. It's about $50 to fill up my, but usually between $40 and $50 to fill up my tank. I work about 25 miles from my house, so I'm usually looking at around 250 miles per week, and that's just back and forth to work. So anyway, and then spending is 40, which is $20 per paycheck. So that's 150 and 150, and then this is 50 and 50. And this is just my personal spending, 20. And then, oh crap, which is just that, exactly what it is. It's, oh crap, I need a single. Oh crap, I don't have enough money. You know what I mean? That type thing. So, and that is 20. That's 20, which is about $10 a paycheck. $10 a week. So, so that automatically gets in. All right. Now, there are a couple of things on here that I automatically put in. Let's see, trash is 12. My bill is $23 or $24 a month. Water fluctuates a lot for us. Now, about 2 weeks ago, we went through a pretty bad heat spell. It was 90 degrees for about a week. And it was right at the time when my husband and I planted all of our flowers outside. It was just prior to Memorial Day. So, as a matter of fact, I think it was the week before Memorial Day. So my water bill this month was a little on the higher side. It was $125. So I think I have 50 in there now, I think. So that's going to be 75. And then prescriptions, I usually just throw 5 in there. So those are kind of my staple, must-have, no doubt about it, type of bills that I have. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put this at 50, maybe. And then hubby said he would give me some money towards it, because I told him, yeah, if that bill gets really expensive over and above my budget, you're kicking in some money. So he said that was fine. Anyway. Okay. I mean, not way above it, but like I said, I'm very intentional with my money these days. Okay. So let's get into this. Where do we want to start? All right. Let's start with dog food, or my Louis binder. How about that? Okay. We just got dog food for Louis. So he is full. I mean, that thing is full. So I think dog food, I'm only going to put in 10. I think that will last him. We got the big, huge mama bag. So I think that will last him several more weeks. So I think we're okay there. Dog medication has, I hope I'm in frame here that you can see this. Okay, you can. All right. Dog medication has 5. I'll put another 5 in there. He's okay on his Cosequin right now. I did have to buy him. He's been chewing at his paws lately, and I'm going to assume that it might just be an allergy. But I did buy him some anti-itch medication. It was at Walmart. It was a couple of bucks. So, but anyway, okay. Dog vet. I'm going to put 10 in that. You know what I should be doing? I should be keeping track of this. So $200 is for my sinking funds. Again, above and beyond gas, grocery spending, and then my bills. Okay. Hey, look, I finally got a calculator. It's a cheapie from Walmart, but hey, you know, it works. Okay. So let's see. So $10 for dog food, $10 for vet visit, $5 for medication. Oh, hold on. I'm missing one. Oh, dog emergency. Dog emergency will get $5. And I am going to put $5 into dog grooming. Let's get a kick on that one. He'll probably have to go back August. Yeah, sometime, because I think he went in April. Yes, so probably sometime July or August. So I'll be restuffing that again. So let me just make sure that I am staying within my 10, 5, and 5. Okay, so I'm at $35. All right. Okay, so that one is completed. Okay, now let's hit this mama. Woo! And we are going to do a cash condensing on this one. This is my 1 month ahead binder. When I started looking at my retirement, and my emergency fund and that type stuff, my 1 month ahead binder actually came to the top of the list right behind emergency. That 1 month ahead binder is my emergency fund, so to speak, as far as my bills is concerned. So I have been very diligent making sure that I am putting money ahead in my 1 month ahead. I do 28. So the way basically I do it is every envelope gets $2. And once one envelope is fully funded, I take the $2 from that envelope and then it goes to the next one. So my trash bill is fully funded. It's in here someplace. So that $2 went into subscriptions. So I've been putting $4 into subscriptions with a $50 budget. Right now I'm at 32. So once this gets to 50, this 4 will go into prescriptions. So prescriptions will get 6. And then it's kind of a reverse snowball, so to speak. But anyway, this is very thick. These are all singles. So I think what I'm probably going to do is when I sit down and I put together my denominations, I will unstuff this, and then I will take all the singles to the bank, annoy the crap out of the tellers, have them give me 20s, because at that point, all of these will have $20 in it. So anyway, so that is my 1 month ahead binder, and that's going to get 28. All right, let's hit what was long-term is no longer, it's long-term in the sense that I don't need this money anytime soon, but it's long-term, but it's become a priority, if that makes sense. It's no longer long-term, putting money into it willy-nilly. This binder has now, again, with my 1 month ahead binder, has become very, very prevalent. So, okay. Emergency, we're going to do 5. That will give me 60. Vacation, let's do 15 again in vacation. We have a wedding to go to in San Francisco in September, and my husband paid for car rental and airplane tickets, and then I am responsible for the hotel, because the hotel is pretty spendy out there. So anyway, so I got to save up for that. New car, let's see, Let's do 5 for new car. Okay. And then we're going to put 5 into retirement. Now this retirement is just above and beyond what I put in my 401k. Home improvements, I am not putting money into just yet. We will be doing our phase 2 of our home improvements next year. So I'll start probably putting money into it the end of, or maybe into the fall or the winter. So, all right. So that binder is done. And let me make sure that I am keeping track here because I haven't been. And I always forget to do that. 10, 10, okay. Nope. 5, 5, 15, 5, and 28. Okay, so I'm at 93 so far. All right, now what's the next one we need to hit up? My me binder. Anything that's in here is my rollover money from my wallet. The only thing that I do want to do really quickly while I'm here is I keep track of my sinking funds on my sinking funds tracker, and I just want to make sure I should have $40 in glasses. Okay. Massage should be 30. Okay. Haircut should be 6. Good. Clothes is 2. Okay. Skincare should be 2. Okay, we're good there. And me, myself, and I should be 30. Okay. And books should be nothing. All right. It looks like, now today, like I said, today's Monday. It looks like I should have a good amount coming out of my my wallet for this week, but we'll kind of see how that's gonna go. All right, let's see what we're gonna get out of this one. Okay, so water, trash, and prescription. Again, don't go into it. Medical. So I cut my thumb over Memorial Day weekend. It was not pleasant. I cut it. It's pretty bad. I have to get my stitches out on Thursday, and I think we're really going to take a good look at it. It's not healing the way that it doesn't look like it's infected, but it's not healing the way that it doesn't look healthy. The skin just doesn't look healthy. Anyway, so, I had to go to Walgreens. I had to get a prescription. I had to get bandages. I had to get a whole bunch of stuff. And then, of course, there was a copay. So I took it out of my medical. My medical is back down. Again, that's what it's here for. I'm not upset that I had to deplete it. That's what it's there for. It didn't have to come out of any other binder or any other envelope other than medical. So we're going to go back to restuffing this again. We'll put 5 in there, and we'll just start restuffing it again. I had to get because I went back to work, but I had to get wrap because I couldn't submerge it. I kept banging it, antibiotic ointment and all of this other stuff. And then I had to get some more aspirin because that hurts a lot. All right. So car registration, let's do another 5 in that. Tax prep at this particular point gets nothing. I'll probably start putting that in the fall. All right. What are we going to do next? Which is this one? Okay. Yep. We need to do this one. That's holidays. Where is this? Oh, here it is. Okay. So car maintenance, I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in 13. I have to have one of my sensors, my tire pressure sensors done, and I need an oil change. So, okay. Windshield will get 5. Household will get 5. Date night. Let me see how much. let me see how much money I have left over. I'm at 126 right now. Let me see how much money I have left over when I'm done. And I may throw some money into spoil grandkids and date night. All right, miscellaneous, I definitely need 5. Okay, so that one is done. Oh, debt binder. Yes, for sure. Let's do 10 in my debt binder. Again, this is just over and above, you know, it's just a series of savings challenges. And, you know, when I complete a savings challenge like this one here is 100. Once this is done and saved, I go on and I just make an additional payment either on my home loan, one of my, you know, my regular everyday credit card. So it, like I said, it's just I just put a bunch of savings challenges in here, but I'm only doing one savings challenge at a time. Okay. I don't know if I put that in there. All right, well, we'll find out. All right, what is this one? Birthday. Okay. So here's birthday. All right. So Bruce is over, he gets 0. Maya is over, she gets 0. Josh is over. Lane is over. So Callie will get 5. Like, I was putting $100 each one of my family members would get $100 for their birthday. Well, I cut that back to 50. Again, these are small areas that I was able to cut back. So, and that's what it is. And my kids are just going to have to, and my kids would never, ever, ever in a million years, ever, I raised them better than that. Would they be, well, you only gave me $50 for my birthday? Never, I guarantee you, because they know the wrath of mom. So I cannot give you the extra $50 now, but you're gonna have to take care of me later on, and they don't want to do that. So again, never do I ever think that my kids would do that. They're very, very grateful kids. So let's do 5 in family birthday. Gia's birthday won't get anything for now. Okay. Okay, so that works there. All right, let's hit, I have to order his Father's Day present. Okay, so general gifts, nothing. Valentine's Day, Easter, and Mother's Day are all done. Let's put 5 into Father's Day. Once Father's Day is done, I'll take this money and I will move it to anniversary. That is in August, so we are okay there. All right, let's hit up Christmas. Christmas is going to be tough this year. It's going to be a little on the tougher side. Thanksgiving gets nothing. Home improvement got nothing. Cancer walk got nothing. I already have that taken care of. Okay, so let's do 5 for Bruce. Let's do 5 for Gia and Josh. Let's do 5 for Callie. So I'm at 171. Let's do 5 for family. So I'm at 176. I'm gonna put, okay, just give me 1 second. I will put, okay, I'm gonna put Lane and Maya won't get anything because I took them back to $25 and they're already at 10. So they're okay there for a while. So that will work. Let's do, let's do 5 for spoiled grandkids, because we will be watching them at the end of June, and we want to do a movie day with them. So I'll put 5 into spoiled grandkids. I will put let's put another 5 into vacation. Okay, let's put 5 into date night. All right, so I'm at 191. Let's do let's do 10 into emergency instead of 5. So I have $4 left. Where am I going to put $4? Let's just put it into, I'll just put it into anniversary. Okay, so that should be 200. Now, real quick, I'm going to fast forward through this, but I'm going to go through again and just re-add this just to make sure that my number is right, and I'll be right back. Okay, yep, I'm right on the mark at $200, which is great because I hit almost every single envelope that I needed in the priority that I needed it to be in, and I think we'll be okay with that one. Yeah, okay. That sounds good, everybody. Then that's what we're gonna do, and then I'll go through off camera and put my denominations in. I will do a bank run on Thursday, and I have to get my stitches out on Thursday. But once I come back, I'll be able to film my cash stuffing, and then I will make sure that while we're cash stuffing, that I am updating all of my my trackers, so that I know from year to year kind of, you know, how much money that we're spending. So anyway, thank you very much again, everybody, for joining me for today. I do always greatly appreciate everyone. If you have any questions, leave comments down below. If there's anything that you guys want to see, if you have any things that you want me to add on additional, just, you know, please let me know. And yeah, that's all I have for today. So we will see you guys again on Thursday. Have a great day, everyone.